everybody. It's time for another Frank White Friday. And today I'm pleased to say that just about a week ago, I was in Las Cruces, New Mexico at Spaceport America, where I watched the 5th Virgin Galactic launch of their Unity spacecraft, their 5th launch in 5 months. And my good friend and colleague, Ron Rosano, was aboard with 2 other future astronauts who actually became astronauts that day. And it was a wonderful experience. Now, I've been to 2 shuttle launches back in the 1980s. It's a very different experience, of course, because the shuttles take off with a roar and a boom, and it's pretty amazing and spectacular. And it's a very different type of launch. The way Virgin Galactic does it is they have a mothership, essentially an airplane, that takes the rocket, Unity, to a very high altitude, at which point the spacecraft drops. They light the rocket itself, and it zooms straight up for quite a while until the occupants are weightless. They can look back and see the Earth and experience the overview effect. I really don't have time to tell you everything that happened, so I am going to summarize and say this. I think Virgin Galactic, or Galactic, is on the right path. They're up to a cadence of a launch a month. They're certainly aiming to make it more frequent. I can tell you that they really know how to take good care of friends, family, and future astronauts, as well as the people who are on board the spacecraft. Spaceport America is a very intriguing and appropriate place. It's more or less in the middle of nowhere, but it's a beautiful facility. And my friends and I who were there enjoyed it immensely, and it was inspiring. Now, for me, just a personal note, I probably talked about this before in Frank White Friday sessions, but in 1987, when I was writing the first edition of the overview effect, it occurred to me that the overview effect was a wonderful experience and more people should have it. And obviously, I thought of commercial spaceflight. That was a long time ago. And I believed for years and years that when it actually began to happen, as it is now, I felt it would make a difference for more people from more varied backgrounds, more diversity, more inclusion to be brought into space exploration would be a very positive development for society. And now it is actually happening. I can only look forward to it continuing to happen and for more and more people to experience the overview effect. I'll just close by saying at some point while I was there, someone asked me, Frank, how do you feel after all these years of waiting for this moment? How do you feel? What one word could you use to describe it? I don't think they asked for one word, but I gave them one. I said, vindicated. That's how I felt. that the dream, the vision I had almost 40 years ago had been realized. So I'd like to say thanks to all the people at Virgin and Virgin Galactic for your faith, your commitment to this dream over many, many years. I interviewed Sir Richard Branson for my book back in 2013, and he had this dream, and I'm happy for him to see it coming true. So I'm hoping there will be more Frank White Fridays in which I'll be able to talk about more people experiencing the overview effect through these new commercial space flights. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend.